I see how you are. Just pressing buttons
mean,
without letting me know.
I mean, nobody else is here, so we might as well.
Might as well, I guess. Just
Might as well
do what you want.
Exactly. It is the return of Table Talk after only 1 week away, but I don't know about you, but it felt like forever between shows.
So long. I didn't even remember. I couldn't remember what anybody looked like.
And I mean, it's been so long since we've had a show. Devon even he forgot.
I think
actually, that's not true. However, Devon's plans changed, so Devon will be joining us momentarily from the car.
You know, the car. Always on an adventure.
So he went on a trip with the family back to the Midwest, and he came back a couple days ago for work. And I think the wife, Taylor, was supposed to drive home, but that changed. So now he's picking her up from the airport, but she's going to drive so he could be on the show. And
at least he's going to be safe about it. That is a lot. That's a lot. I need to take a break now.
It's like, is he going to put us on Bluetooth so the whole car can hear? So like, Taylor's going to interact.
Oh, yes. I think that's the plan.
So here's something that you guys don't know about Table Talk. For those of you who watch on a regular basis, Devon is adamantly against the idea of having his wife on the show.
Yeah.
Now, we like bringing in the stars because a lot of it brings, some new viewers, new eyes onto our program. But I think the best program may be the one that Devon's wife is on.
I agree.
Yeah.
That is going to be...
So hopefully he's got earpieces in or something, because if she can hear what we're talking about, it's not going to be good for him.
But good for us.
It's not going to be good for him.
Good for
Only the Strong says, "Hey, how's everyone today?"
Hey.
I'm well. Hopefully you're all right. Frank says he's good. And Frank also says, "I can't wait for Natty and Tamina, and neither can we."
Can't wait.
When are they showing up? I don't know.
What do you know, Mo?
Not much. I really don't.
Apparently.
Not much. No, I just know that we have to kill time.
Yeah.
For a little bit. We were told to start without everybody. I assume Natty and Tamina will be joining us in progress. I was asked by our WWE Hall of Famer to send the link that they need to him to send to them. I don't know if he did that or not.
I guess we'll find out soon enough.
Yeah. So those of you wonder, they're both here. Or will be here. They're both scheduled to be here, Natty included. She will give us an update on her injury, the future, and all of that stuff going on. So, guys, sit tight for that. Do appreciate it. Kevin says, "Hey." Only the Strong says, "Only the Road podcast for Brother Devon." And then Natty and Tamina, most dominant tag team ever, in my opinion, from Rainbow Dog Piss.
Oh, that's fun. It's a fun name. Like it.
Dylan's got an idea. We can talk about how Marvel's holding the No Way Home trailer hostage.
Oh.
Marvel. Oh. That's true. Like, I would love if Spider-Man, by the way, I know this is off topic, but I would love if Spider-Man never released a trailer at all. They're just like, here's the movie, enjoy.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So we'll see. We better get a trailer sooner than later. Maybe before Shang-Chi. We'll get it. But that's out, a month from now? So, yeah. So
somebody wants to join us. There. Are you shy? You're being shy? Come on. Okay, never mind.
Quick thoughts before the champs show up. What are your all thoughts on Index? That'd be Indy Hartwell and Dexter Loomis of NXT. I've enjoyed that storyline since day one. Yeah, the will she, won't she. Like, yeah, Lindsay here does not regularly keep up on the wrestling.
I can't. It's just a lot for me. My little brain.
Yeah. So as much as we try, I do say, though, when it comes to trying to introduce her to the wrestling world, that would be a good storyline, because it tugs on the heartstrings, the will she, won't she sort of stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
The emotions.
Flair to AE possible. I think it's possible. We'll see what happens. I don't know where Ric Flair's going. I'd love to have him on the show. So one, we could ask him that question. Then two, we can all go, woo. Yeah. Gucci Spaghetti. Finally happy they're seeing an episode live, which is great. I appreciate that.
Welcome.
I'm sorry that none of the stars are here.
But thank you anyway.
I feel really horrible about that. Yeah. There's a woo right there. I was expecting somebody to jump in there. Alicia says, I love you, Natty and Tamina. So we got, looks like Tamina will be connecting here momentarily. So that at least gets us closer to our gig. I don't know where Devon is.
I don't know.
But the reason we didn't have a show last week, by the way, if anybody just tuning in, wondering what's going on, I was at GalaxyCon Raleigh. You can see my GalaxyCon shirt, my Galaxy Corn.
Galaxy Corn.
Like
I love that
unicorn.
shirt.
Yeah.
Did you get one for me? I like that one. Okay,
Yeah,
I see how it is.
I left it at the merch booth for you.
Sure.
Yeah, it's there.
Don't even think about me. It's fine.
It's there in the.
Anyway, go ahead. Whatever.
So anyway, I was there, and it was exhausting, but it was a good time. I don't know how many of you watching this, streaming this right now, have returned to some sort of event where there's a lot of people. Like maybe it's a concert. I know Lollapalooza was jam-packed this past weekend. Maybe it's a sporting event. I don't know what if anybody has done that or not, but it was weird. We had about, I would say, 25,000 people there at the event last
That's a
weekend.
lot of people.
It is a lot of people,
Yeah.
and I'm generally antisocial to begin with.
That explains a lot.
Right. And then adding so many people after the pandemic where you didn't interact with a lot of people in person. It's definitely been interesting. But of course, we know Devon has hit the road as a producer for WWE, and all the stars, all the superstars, they have, of course, been back on the road. And, I bring her on just in time for her to, yes.
Uh-oh. There is a little applause.
Oh my goodness.
Sorry about
that.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
Hello.
Oh, hey.
Championship.
Yes. Nice. It's so
How's it
pretty.
WWE Women's Tag Team Champion,
Yes.
one half of them, NATALYA, Natty Neidhart. Natty, welcome back to Table Talk.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me. When Devon asked me to come back on the show, I was so excited because I love Devon, and when I get to talk about all the bling, all the gold,
Yeah.
I love any opportunity to toot my own horn.
Nice.
Absolutely. Now, we apologize. Devon is in the car right now, picking up his wife from the airport, so he will be joining us in progress. But in the meantime, we will introduce the other half of the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. Congratulations to the one and only Tamina. Miss Snuka, how are you?
Is she here?
There she is.
She's here, but I don't know what the connection is like right now. Can you hear us there, Tamina?
Can you go?
Is she like that as a tag partner?
She is a blazing. She's like a comet in the night.
Okay, all right.
But I'm here and I can definitely talk if you need me to. We're really excited. Both Tamina and I are very excited to be on the show today. I had a whole slew of media this morning, so I was having all sorts of weird technological issues. So I get it. I think we're all in this, especially in the last year and a half, we're all either experts at doing Zoom or like myself, where you're still just learning every day.
Yeah.
It's
That's how I am
not
for
you.
sure.
It's definitely not you. My day job is to help run a virtual department with online programming, chats with celebrities, and the amount of issues we run into on a day-to-day basis is amazing. And I don't think all of it is necessarily user error, though. I think a lot of it is these companies have been so strained over the last couple of years that they're just like, who cares?
Exactly. Like it's been a whirlwind, it still is. I mean, we're all just day to day handling everything. So, I mean, I had ankle surgery 5 days ago, so I'm just still healing from all that. But I am 2 days away from running on a treadmill, so I'm very, very excited about that.
Wow. I'm never excited to run on a treadmill, but I see where you're coming from.
I know. I'm just trying to be careful because I had some screws and stuff, things drilled into my bones. So I still need to be careful.
Wow.
But
yeah,
I'm having this gold, having these championships, it's such motivation to get back. And of course, we're so excited to have our WWE fans back. We have SmackDown in Tampa this week, where I live, and then we have SummerSlam in just a few weeks. So we're excited. Both shows are close to being sold out. It's just nice to be able to get back with fans and just feel the energy, feel the love, feel all of it.
We had Matt Hardy on the show a couple months ago, and AEW's had fans for a while, but he said that regardless of where you're at, what company you work for, the bumps are a little bit easier when you have a live crowd there. Do you agree?
Yeah, it's just an adrenaline that you get. Our crowd, our WWE universe, wrestling fans, our fans, people that many people that watch us and support us, I consider my friends that have followed me throughout the years. They're part of our show. They're part of what make our show great. They're part of our heartbeat. They're part of what makes us want to do what we do in the ring, whether it's high risk maneuvers. Even when I broke my ankle, I didn't break my ankle. Sorry. It's a long story. There was no broken bones, but it needed surgery. We won't get into all of it, but for some weird reason, I didn't feel any pain. And I think it was because we were with fans. And when you have an audience of 10, 20,000 people watching live, it just gives you this different energy. It gives you this different adrenaline. So when I got hurt, I didn't really even feel it. So thank you very much to everybody in Kansas City for helping get me through that.
Yeah, you got all the love pouring in right now. And you also have the question here. Dylan, Gabe rather wants to know, do you have an update for us when you will be back?
When I will be back, hopefully soon. I mean, it's for me like the surgery. Just to be totally transparent, the surgery was Friday. I was walking with no crutches 3 days later, and
wow.
I still have to get my stitches out. I probably have another week until I get my stitches out. I've got to let some bone heal a little bit, but I think probably in the next little bit, like maybe under a month. So.
Wow.
We'll see. But, it's obviously I have to make sure I get doctor's clearance and all that. But Tamina and I are not letting these babies go anytime soon. So we're holding on to these bad boys as long as we can. You're going to have to fight me, too, to get this.
Tamina's definitely holding her own since you went down. So it's great to see that she's able to step up and help you keep those tag titles. But speaking of tag titles, no stranger to that championship. Devon, can you hear us, buddy? No.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
Hey, Natty, how you doing?
Good. Nice to see you.
Well, nice to see you. Welcome to the show. Welcome to Table Talk. And like so many of our other guests, I had complications coming on to today's show. We had to pick up my family from the airport, and I was just like, oh boy, I'm going to be doing this from the car. Go out.
Well, whatever it takes. That's the thing.
Can you guys hear me?
Mm-hmm. Yep, we can hear you.
I think me and Tamina both are having bad audio problems. Testing 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me?
Yep.
I have Tamina in queue. Of course, Devon's just gone now.
Okay, you guys, I like to talk, so bring on the questions.
No, that's outstanding. We may need that here actually as we lose them, but at least we are live. You can't say that we're pre-recorded at all. Mm-hmm. Tamina, are you there?
Look at her, she's got her back.
Oh my goodness! Finally, I don't know what happened. I've been trying to put this on for the longest time. Hey, baby G.
Hey, baby G. Are you having fun?
Yeah, shoot. I mean, it took me forever and a day. I almost had to call my teenager over here to help me. I'm like, geez, I'm not this thing.
I know. Well, you look beautiful. I was just saying how excited we were to. We're excited that people are going to have to fight us tooth and nail to get these babies out of our hands. And you know me, I don't go down without swinging, especially with a broken ankle.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't know who does that, who comes and actually can have surgery and then she ends up walking the next day. You know what I'm saying? Like, who does that? Yeah. That's my baby G, though. She made it.
That's crazy.
Superwoman
right there.
How are you guys, though? Good to see you guys.
Yes, a pleasure to meet you.
Yes.
Yeah. My name is Mo. That is Lindsay. For the both of you there. Devon is trying to connect from the car. So that's why he's coming and going, and his tech is worse than yours, Tamina. So it's all right.
Yeah, I don't. I know.
You don't feel
I mean,
bad.
we're yeah. I mean, we're out here in the country, so it's like we're trying to get as much Wi-Fi as we can out here. I don't know.
Okay.
It's
I
all
know the
good.
feeling. I know the feeling.
We're making it work.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, we have to start at the beginning of the tag title reign. Obviously, we saw the emotion pouring out, but Gabe's got a great question. What went through your heads when you both won the women's tag team championships?
I mean, Tamina, like, to have her have my back and to have her be my tag team partner, there's nobody that I could think of besides my dad that would be a better tag team partner for me than her, because she's family and she has my back unconditionally, and it's so cool to just be a part of something so magical with her. And I've said it before, but it's worth saying again that at WrestleMania this year, Tamina was one of the top worldwide trends, because a stadium full of people were chanting her name, and people really, like, everybody kind of fell in love with Tamina. But she's also a badass beast. Like, this girl can kill you with her bare hands. She's that tough. And I wouldn't want to be in the dark alley with her, because when my baby G has Serona has my back like nobody's business. And like, okay, this is the last thing I'm gonna say in my gush fest for Tamina. This week on Raw, Tamina had to represent our championships by herself, and she just had my back so much. And I think she scared the daylights out of Dewdrop and Eva Marie, and I think both of them were scared for their lives.
I don't know. Yeah, I am. I'm on the same boat with the boat over there. She, having these emotions, especially afterwards of getting the titles and going over on Nia and Shayna. I mean, like Natty said, she was the best partner to team up with, because she got it, and we connected in a way that nobody else could have connected me, because we grew up being in the wrestling families, and we grew up seeing a lot of our family members come through and do what they did and get the gold, and some of them didn't get the gold, so this was a huge thing for me, and it was a huge thing for Natty as well, and being able to do it together, and then winning, and then even being at WrestleMania and the fans are chanting us and all this, like the love that we got and the outpour from the fans. Right. That's why it is what we do, because we love entertaining and we love being there, but we also love being able to work hard and to be able to fight for what we know we deserve. And that's why we deserve these things. But that's why I'm like, no way, man, these titles, it means something, and sometimes I feel like people forget just how special and how great it is when you finally do achieve it. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Fantastic. Yeah.
Absolutely. Now, let me ask you this, Tamina. Did you at any point, because it took a while for you to finally get to that championship, longer than I realized, and I've been watching you since the beginning of your WWE run. Was there ever a time that you got frustrated and you thought to yourself, it's just not going to happen?
Frustrated? Yeah, I feel like, and Natty knows this. She knows this very well, because Natty has had the most matches, I swear. And I want to say, I mean, maybe Nat is even for men as well too, but Natty has had the most matches, and she's had like the most one. Natty's been crazy amazing at what she's done in her career. Now, me being able to finally get something after almost 10 years of being here, that
losing her a little bit there, like she said, her connection out in the country can be a little shaky at times, but Natty, as we try to catch her up real quick, how does that make you feel, Natty, realizing that you are one of the biggest workhorses of the WWE?
Gosh, I feel bad for Tamina. I know what it's like to have bad Wi-Fi. But we'll just roll with the punches. For me, I just, I've been very blessed and very lucky to have the career that I've had. I attribute most of my longevity in WWE to being stubborn and really good genetics.
Yeah. Well, Hart family member, what do you expect there, for sure? Yeah. Devon, how are you doing today? You back with us?
I'm back with you. I'm a little.
There we go.
I'm a little out there with the Wi-Fi, but I'll be all right.
Okay.
It's a theme.
All right.
It's
Seems to be the theme today. The theme, yeah, for sure.
Now
Yeah,
listen, I'm
It's
gonna let
okay.
you know. I'm gonna let you know right now. You might hear some Coco Melon. You might hear
All
some
right.
Baby Shark in the background.
All
You
right.
also might hear Daddy. But don't worry, it's all good.
All right.
It's okay.
Listen, I just want to thank you girls, ladies, for coming on the show, and I am so proud and happy for you guys. It's a tremendous road that you guys were on leading up to this point, and I mean, God, you guys are shining. You kind of remind me of the Dudley Boys.
Yeah, I know. I keep telling Tamina, I keep saying, get the tables.
Well, listen, I got one question to ask you: who's Bubba and who's Devon?
I'm gonna.
Now that's the trick question, because everybody's like, how do I say this? I want to be Devon, but listen, you both can be Devon if you want. I understand.
There's qualities in both of you that I really like. You both know how to take control. Devon, you're a little bit more low key and relaxed.
Yes.
Whereas Bubba is a little bit more high strung like me, and I get it. I totally get it. So.
Okay. How about that? Who would get the tables?
Oh.
Tamina would get the tables. Literally, Tamina at Money in the Bank, she was throwing ladders around like it was like they were like little toothpicks. I was like, this girl is
Nice.
She's so strong.
Well, that would be Devon. The older I get, the stronger I get. So
Get the strong.
I get
Okay.
great praise here, saying that Jim Neidhart, Jimmy Snuka would both be proud of you right now.
Oh,
Absolutely.
thank you.
I remember sharing a story with Tamina about the first time I met her father, and it was truly amazing time when I met him. And I remember being in awe because it's Jimmy Superfly Snuka, and I'm like, yeah, Daddy. And I remember my trainer goes, would you please stop marking out for this man? Stop it. He's no different than you. He's an ordinary man. But I couldn't help it. I grew up watching Jimmy Snuka. I idolized him, especially with him going on the top rope, doing that Superfly dive onto Morocco at Madison Square Garden. I remember watching that. I remember watching it when he did it to Backlund. It was a tremendous time in my life. And to me, everything that your father did for the business and leading up to the road to the younger generation, I can't be nothing but grateful and honored that he did that for all of us to be able to pave the way for us. And again, I'm not able to tell him thank you, but I can tell you thank you. It's just like telling your dad.
Mm-hmm.
And we lost her audio, or she's just speechless. I don't know. She's just so caught up that
Well, my dad, I won't ramble on, but my dad really loved Jimmy as well. Just Mina's dad. Like, the bonds that you make on the road are so important, and that's one of the coolest parts about being a WWE superstar is, whether you're a man or a woman, is just creating those unbreakable bonds that last forever. And, it's like those bonds carry you through an entire lifetime, and they really are like what keep you going. So
I remember telling Natty about the first time I met her dad, and I was so embarrassed. We were at an independent show in New Rochelle, New York, and he's in there warming up. He's doing his, getting ready to go on in his match. And I'm just like, oh my God, it's Jim the Anvil Neidhart. So I walk in there acting like I'm stretching. I never stretched in my life before that time. And I'm going in there acting like I'm stretching. And I did the most horrible thing that could all be said. I went to her father and said, hey, Jim, how you doing? How's everything? He goes, good. He's trying to warm up. He's trying to get his focus. And I'm like, so when you going back to Vince? And he just looked at me and just went, I don't know, kid. And I remember, he walked out because I think he was like next. I remember saying to myself, you dummy, you idiot, you mark. Why would you say that to him? You don't do that. But he was a great sport about it. I remember at the Hall of Fame, Natty, when me and Bubba got inducted, I told him about it. He was like, don't worry about it, kid.
Oh, my dad.
It was cool.
I know my dad would have loved you. My dad was, I remember that last Hall of Fame that my dad attended.
Right.
He said to me that he was so excited about the thought of one day going into the Hall of Fame. And he really, really, really wanted to be in the WWE Hall of Fame. And it's so cool that you're a WWE Hall of Famer. My dad's a WWE Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Tamina's father is a WWE Hall of Famer. It's just really cool. It's such a special honor. And it's like, again, we're all like one big family. So
yeah, we are. And I think that's what a lot of people don't get and understand. If you can hear my daughter in the background, she's like, yay, yay. But that's the one thing a lot of fans don't realize is that we're all family.
Yeah.
We break bread together. We work out together. We're in the ring, trying to entertain the fans, the WWE universe, and everybody else out there. And they don't realize that, we are trying to really, really do our thing in there. And yet we have so much respect for one another that it's unreal.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
Now, Tamina, can we hear you again? Unfortunately not. No. If you could continue talking with your hands, though, that would be great.
I think I get what you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it. Yeah. But you look great. I don't know if that
It's
means
all
it
good.
helps.
I mean,
yeah. Okay.
Like, do you want to take some questions? Let's ask some questions.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I have a question for the two of you based off of what Devon had just said, talking about getting excited to meet Jimmy Snuka years ago. What about you? Both of you are from famous families and got to meet people, big stars at early ages. But is there one that you remember at any point in your life, one star, one wrestler that you just lost it over? That was the one star. You're like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm meeting you.
Gosh, I'm just trying to think.
was it Devon?
I'm not
Seriously doubt it.
No, we said star.
Seriously doubt
I'm not the type to get starstruck by anyone. Not that I'm not like, I don't know. I'm just one of those people that like, I don't know. I'm never like that. I don't know. Maybe I'm just, I don't know. But the one person that I did get starstruck meeting was Billy Corgan. I thought when I met him in Chicago in 2006, when Brett was getting inducted into WWE's Hall of Fame, right, like a year before I got hired by WWE, when I met Billy Corgan, I was like, he was at that Hall of Fame. And I didn't know that he was such a big wrestling fan. And I met him and I was so like impressed like by his energy, and vibes, they don't lie. And Billy, like I loved so many of his songs. And like I was such a like I loved the Smashing Pumpkins. I didn't even know some of the songs like Billy. I didn't even know that some of the songs I loved were Billy and Billy singing them. So that was like the first time I've really ever been starstruck as far as like being in a wrestling environment was at the 2006 Hall of Fame for WWE when I met Billy Corgan. And I was like, this guy is incredible. He writes his own songs. He produces everything. He plays all these different instruments. He's such an artist. And like real true artists they're becoming more and more rare. It's hard to find somebody that like you think about the most iconic songs of the Smashing Pumpkins are some of the most they're the soundtrack of my like teenage years.
Sure,
and
yeah.
You think about like Disarm and Tonight and Today and like all these beautiful songs. And I'm like, this guy like wrote these songs from his imagination. Like
That's crazy.
To me, it's like, I know it's pretty cool meeting Shawn Michaels, but like that's Billy Corgan. And the good thing is that Billy and I have become friends.
Oh,
We've
that's
been
cool.
friends. He's one of my good, dear friends. He came to my dad's service. Correction. He didn't come to my dad's service. He played the music for we used his songs for my dad's funeral. He came to my dad's Hall of Fame ceremony. When my dad got inducted into the Hall of Fame, I told Billy, I said at my dad's service, there was a song that my dad loved of the Smashing Pumpkins. And my dad's last week when my dad was alive, the last thing that my dad did was go to Billy's concert. And my dad, it was like the most rejuvenated he has ever been in his like last few years of living when he was at that concert. So I asked Billy, hey, we want to play one of your songs at my dad's service. And Billy's like, oh my God, I would love that. And then when my dad got inducted into the Hall of Fame, Billy came to my dad's ceremony. So anyway, great story. Love Billy. Starstruck by him. Still am.
That's so cool.
Excellent.
Can you hear me at all? No.
Yes.
Yes.
It's
You
great to
can.
hear your
Okay,
voice,
I see
Tamina.
you guys, but like I don't. My it keeps like going in a circle.
Oh, man.
Good to
Well,
hear
we got
guys.
you right
With
now.
me in
So,
on it all.
We can see and hear you.
so who have you been
Good.
starstruck by?
I think does it well for me I felt like it was definitely when I was younger though. And it was Andre the Giant.
Oh, cool.
So for me, is that what you're talking about? Was that the question?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yes, we can hear you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we got you.
There we go.
We do.
Hi. Ugh, sorry, guys. It was
it's okay.
Andre the Giant though for me.
That's really cool.
Wow, that's crazy. I mean, to meet Andre the Giant is iconic, epic.
Well, yeah, when we were younger and stuff, and so it was like, and like Natty knows this too. There's so many different wrestlers that come through that you meet together as families, and he definitely was one of great friends with my dad, and that's all I could really remember was them playing cribbage, drinking beers, and then seeing him. That was like my whole point, you know. Then I don't know. It's like that love and that bond that you start to build with people, and like Natty was saying, you know, you build that connection with a lot of the people that we meet.
Oh, absolutely.
So cool. Yeah.
Now, have either of you, especially you, Tamina, have you checked out Young Rock? Did you watch that show?
Oh gosh, yes, I did watch it. It was great. You know what I'm saying? But like, it's kind of like you start to have all those memories back from when we were younger, you know, and and I know he would kill me. Maybe he won't say it. But anyways, I call him Dwayne, DJ, whatever you want to call him. But I saw the first episode of it. And as soon as I saw it, I mean, Natty knows this about me. I get emotional sometimes, but sometimes when I do get emotional, it's for all the right reasons, I feel like. And so like when I watched it, you know, it brought back a lot of memories from growing up. And then seeing all the different wrestlers back then and the stories that are being portrayed through it all. Natty knows the exact same way. You know, it was us growing up, and it was all the stories of, man, they did such a great job of showing it and kind of showing of the life of growing up, and they did a great job on it. You know, I'm so excited for them. They got another season coming out.
Mm-hmm.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
When is your family going to get a show there, Natty?
Ooh, my family is like Tamina's family. We're wild. We're crazy. We definitely could hold down fort on a reality show.
Sure.
We just have a cool.
I can't wait for
it. We're lucky. I mean, we got a cool. I'm very grateful. I have a very cool life. I have my own wrestling ring. I just moved into a new house. I feel like so grateful and so blessed to have like. I'm doing what I love at work with the people that I love. I'm realizing my dreams. I'm having a great time. Tamina and I are paying it forward. Like, it's just so nice to be able to do that and to be able to celebrate that with people that are like family, like Tamina, but also my family, the Hart family. So we're wild, we're crazy, we're kooky, but we love each other.
We love to entertain.
Sure. Yeah.
I like this question that just came in from Pug and Turtle. Who would you two want to play you in a TV show or movie?
That's a good question.
Ooh,
that's a good
question.
question.
I would say Hilary Swank.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I love that movie $1 Million Baby.
Ooh.
I thought that was a cool movie.
Man, I don't even I don't know. Whoever it is, though, they gotta have my daddy's rib cage and big shoulders because that's that's the only way to portray who I am, really.
Oh.
What about you, Devon? Have you thought about who should play you in a movie?
What? Chris Tuck.
Okay.
I think Chris Tuck would definitely be the
Oh,
guy.
Chris Tucker.
Chris Tucker.
Okay.
We've gotten this question in a lot. So Tamina, you can start with this one as we wait for Natty to come back here. A lot of people asking a variation of this. Who are your dream tag team opponents?
Who are your dream tag team opponents? Oh, wow. That's a good one. Man, now I got to like kind of go back through all the years of every single woman wrestler there was. Man, that's a good one. Oof. A mix. Definitely. Does it have to be somebody who's still alive, or?
Let's actually do
Maybe we
one
can-
team that's still here and one team that's not.
Yeah, that's a good. Oh man. I wanted to say that back in the day. I mean, shoot. This is a hard question. Now I'm like really thinking, where's Natty at? Natty, where you at?
Hey, okay, so what's the question?
It's a hard one.
Dream tag
Easy.
team
It's
opponents.
the bet, like the dream tag team opponents.
Ooh, does it have to be girls?
Jeez.
No?
No?
You know what? I say
That's why I was
Tamina
like,
and
that's why I'm
would
like,
have-
which one?
I think Tamina and I up against the Hart Foundation back in their heyday when they first won the championships in 1988.
Oh.
I'd say Tamina's the tank and I'm the Porsche. So it would be so cool to have a match with like myself and Tamina against my dad and Bret Hart.
Oh, that's cool.
I mean, to wrestle either one of those would have been so cool. But I always think, and Bret actually said this to me. He said that Tamina reminds him a lot of my dad in the ring with her. She's so agile. She's so powerful. She's so strong. She's so explosive. Did you see her manhandle Dewdrop on Monday? I did. You know, she's such a badass. And then myself, like if I could emulate any wrestler ever, I would always, always, always try to emulate Bret Hart. He was the best to ever do it.
That was impressive.
Thank you, Devon.
And he's out. He's
Bless
like, I gotta
his
get my word in
heart.
and I'm leaving. All right.
That's how he rolls these days, I guess.
And Tamina, is there anything you wanna add to Natty's answer there?
It's kind of broken up. Can you hear me? I think you can hear me. I hope you can hear me.
Yeah, we can hear
I
you.
think all I could hear was something natty at the end.
As Natty had
Devon just
mentioned,
said I was
wrestling
impressive.
the Hart Foundation. That would
Yes,
be
you
her
are.
dream team.
Yeah, absolutely. We just, I agree. We would definitely have some mania moments on that match.
Nice.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Question for Tamina and Natty. You could chime in too if you want, but I think Tamina has a bit more closer connections to this question. What are your thoughts on the Bloodline and what they're doing on SmackDown?
I mean, listen. I think
Gosh, the head of the table.
I gotta say,
Go ahead,
Roman is my like. I love Roman. I know it's probably not like I know his character is he's a bad guy right now, but Roman he's just like he's a really cool person. Like he's just cool. He has a cool energy about him. Like whatever Roman or the Usos do, it's just cool and I love it. And I think they're so good. They're so talented. Roman is someone that
Absolutely.
like I think a lot of us backstage, and this is just kind of real talk, but backstage we all really look up to Roman. Like he's a really nice person and he's just like a leader. He's a really cool leader.
I agree, Nat. I feel like with him, you know that family side of it, right? So you kind of look at him like, gosh, you're such a dork. You know, you're not even really funny, you know. But you kind of crack up and you laugh because he loves to joke around. He loves to cause like those kinds of things. But when it comes down to actually when it's game time, he's there and he's doing it, and he knows that he's the head of the table. That's the difference between some of us and our family members that have come in and gone through this, you know, with Dwayne and with a lot of different of our fathers, you know, our uncles, our cousins, I mean, like Natty with TJ, you know, and Harry. And so it's like one of these things of them together with the Usos and Roman. It's probably has to be one of my favoriteest, is that even a word? But it's
Sure.
one of my most favorite storylines right now because they're doing such a great job at it, you know, and it's portraying who he really is. You know, he's definitely the head of the table, and that's him.
Absolutely.
That's
Absolutely. Devon, take 12?
I've lost count, to be honest.
No, still.
No.
No. He's speechless now. Wow, a lot of speechlessness. On the show here
That's
today.
great.
And that's unfortunate that we've had so many issues, but I know that you ladies are both very busy and you got places to go, people to see and everything. So with that said, if people would like to reach out to you, follow you on socials, where can they follow you? Natty, we'll start with you.
You can follow me on Twitter or Instagram at Nat by Nature, and I would appreciate if everybody could please give my cat a follow as well. So his name is Tupac, kind of like Tupac, but without the
so great.
So with a WZ, Tupac. But yeah,
I love that.
Thank you guys so much. Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you guys
Absolutely.
so much. You guys
Thanks
were
so
awesome.
much.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank
guys.
you. I appreciate your time today. And of course, SummerSlam is coming up. It's coming up Saturday, August 21st. It's going to be at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. So you should go check that out and get your tickets if you can, and support our champions and support the company that employs this guy. Maybe they'll pay him more to get better internet.
Man, I hope so. Yep, look at that.
Look how serious he is.
Oh, he's so mad right now.
Look at that.
Like,
Stuff
What do you
this
mean
guy.
pay
So
more to
he's
get
like-
better internet? Okay,
I mean,
number
maybe
one,
like a-
shut up. Number
We're
one,
just trying to
don't
help you.
talk. I'm going through a bad time right now. This damn internet from Verizon is bad. This is the worst I think I've ever had on the show. Two guests that I was really looking forward
Yeah,
to
I think it
asking
is.
my own set of questions.
I'm sorry. Do you want to talk about it? I want to talk about it.
Do you want to open up about this? Do you want to vent
We're
about it?
here.
We'll be your therapist.
I'm learning a lot through therapy, and I can probably help you through this
Yeah.
time as well. That's what friends
And-
do. Look, you don't even care.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't even care.
Cool. Just trying to help.
He's like, no.
Oh,
if they couldn't
Len.
help me through during the
Alright.
yeah,
He's trying to say he's beyond help.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah, I think he's
Yeah,
saying
yeah,
that. And he's very thankful for what we provide to him on a week-to-week basis.
Yeah, I think
that
so.
His career probably would have
can't
fallen
nobody
apart.
help me.
His
Sure.
marriage,
Yeah,
probably would've
absolutely.
fallen
You're
apart.
welcome.
his
Keep
friendships
your marriage together.
would have fallen apart if not.
You would
for
have
us.
zero friends.
Yeah.
I know.
His relationship with his kids would have fallen apart if
Yeah.
not for us.
I know. Like, yeah, I know. Oh man, it's okay, buddy. Well, you can thank us whenever. It's fine. We just do it because we love you.
I imagine Devon is like biting his tongue right now, or
Yeah.
trying to.
Have another glass of wine.
I'll just
Lindsay.
finish my first one, but thank you.
Only the strong wants to know who our guest next week will be. Right now, and Devon, you can correct me if you can. Bobby Lashley, the Almighty, should be back on the show next week.
Really now?
Yes, absolutely.
Can't wait.
With a surprise. Bobby Lashley, stop talking. Bobby Lashley on the show with a surprise.
For me?
He will
He
have a
is a
surprise
surprise.
for all the WWE universe. He
Oh,
will have
okay.
a surprise for all the WWE universe, and something that he's putting the time and effort to do. And he wanted to come on the show and express that. So kudos to Bobby, and thank you for wanting to be on the show. I love it. It's going to be great.
It's going to be great. Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah, Lindsay was just hoping that surprise was just him doing the show shirtless.
Yeah, it kind of was. So anything else would be great too.
Wow. Okay.
I think she would have to stand in line.
What?
There'll be people beating her with a bat to try to.
Well, listen, I'm learning through therapy, to be honest. And that's, which you should too, Devon. Gosh.
Mike
I don't
says
need
we should
therapy.
bring
I just
back
beat people
Sasha.
up, and I'm happy.
Mhm.
Well, you
That
used
is
to
true.
beat people
Yeah,
up.
that's
You
another-
used to. You don't wrestle anymore.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Speechless again.
no, not legally, but sometimes I do here and there.
Okay. Whatever you got to
I make
do.
sure that I make sure that I'm letting all the frustration out.
Okay. All right.
It feels good to beat up people every once in a while.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah,
That sounds healthy.
It helps, then sure.
Yeah.
Who am I to judge?
Hey, there's a reason why they put Mike Tyson in the ring once a month, as opposed to like regular boxers who would fight like once every 3 to 4 months. Tyson had to go in there and fight once a month because Tyson was so frustrated and had so much frustration built up in him. He had to go out there and beat somebody up. That's kind of like
you,
me.
are you saying you're like Mike
He's
Tyson?
comparing himself to Mike Tyson. It's
Have
exactly
you
what
seen
he's
my?
doing.
Have you seen? Dang, comparing. Have you not seen my matches? I know Lindsay hasn't, but Mo, I know you have, and I'm sorry. I don't think there was one guy better than me, that can punch the hell out of somebody the way I did.
Oh, my brother. Testify.
There you go. Got to put myself over. Ain't nobody put myself over anymore, so I got to put myself over.
Could you do an old school Devon Dudley promo with a Mike Tyson impression, please?
No, because then, nah, I can't do that because I know you'll make a blooper reel, and I'll be all, and it'll be nothing but me trying to talk like Mike Tyson.
He would
I would never.
Why?
You've done it before.
What? No. When? Give me one example.
There was a video that you put together that you sent to me first, and then put it out there, and I forgot what it was about. I forgot what it was, but you know exactly. I can go back and check if you like.
You won't. You'll forget.
I'm interested.
No, I'm not punch drunk yet.
Now, Dante is
I'm
correct
sure
on that. That would be
it's
my new
amazing.
ringtone.
For sure.
Also, if Bobby Lashley's shirtless, then Devon is going to do it shirtless next week.
Oh, no. Please, God, no.
Oh, please.
I don't want to see that.
The hell
I don't
you
want to see
Stop one. Lindsay, I'm not even listening to you right now. And
Good. You never
I
do
mean,
anyway.
Exactly. I'm sorry. I wrestled without my shirt on many a time. That's one. And number two, I had the biggest. At one point,
man,
I
cut
believe
out.
people were saying I had the biggest traps in the business at one point.
Traps like in the Saw movies that you trap people and then
I'm
you
just
torture them?
confused about what that's the meaning behind that.
Are you really that ignorant? You don't know what the traps are?
I mean, I know what they are. I've watched the movies.
I don't watch scary movies.
Okay.
I have no idea what's going on.
All righty. Well, if you say
You're weird, Devon. You're weird.
So weird. But that's why we love you.
So we like to also include.
have you?
Go ahead, Devon. Finish defending yourself.
You can't do it. You can't do it. See his face.
Hello.
It's okay.
I mean,
So
I
anyway.
really want him for this next topic, but
Oh yeah. Okay.
No, go ahead.
Okay.
oh, okay, he is there, still there. Okay.
Oh,
I
whatever.
thought he was pouting. All right, so here on Table Talk, if you're new to the program, you know that it's not just pro wrestling talk. We like to do other pop culture topics. I'm sure we'll get some Lucifer reviews here sooner than later. But then we love talking movies, and we love lifestyle stuff. With that said, Lindsay's been married. I've been married.
That's
and
weird.
Devon's been married and is currently married for what, the fifth
Or sixth,
time?
seventh. Lost count.
Really? You want to tell Taylor that?
No, wait, the first time. Third. This is the third.
She's
Lucky
driving,
number
so
three.
just hold up the amount of fingers.
I think this is 3.
Okay, so it's only 3 for Devon.
Oh,
but anyway. You know, I think actually Taylor probably pays for the internet and purposely puts it low so Devon.
I think you're right.
Yeah,
I think you're right. God,
saves
I
him
love
from
her.
saying things he shouldn't say.
Love her.
I can hear you.
Can we talk to Taylor?
Yeah, can we talk to Taylor?
Tell Taylor I love her and I miss her.
Sure is. Well, if you can still hear us, Devon, you're cutting in and out. But there was something that went viral just a couple days ago at the end of last week about marriages and the modern take on marriages and how to prepare for them. And some of the takes on here are outrageous.
Okay.
And I wanted to get your takes on it. Being two divorced individuals.
I wasn't prepared, so apparently I need some help.
Right. So this is something, and Devon, as a currently married man, you can
absolutely
chime in on this. But
Sure.
there's 5 really big things that they say about relationships and marriages that you should do nowadays. One of them is plan for divorce before you tie the knot.
Yes.
Just outright acknowledge that it might not work out. So start
Yeah.
dividing things right away.
That's a good idea. It's a little like,
How about you don't put your things together? That way you have nothing to divide. So whatever you walked into a relationship with, you walk out with.
okay.
Which is funny because that leads us into item number 2. Married couples should have separate bank accounts and separate homes.
Oh,
I'm not going to say separate homes, but separate bank accounts. Absolutely.
I mean,
I
I did that when I was married. I had a separate bank account. We had a joint one, and then we had 2 individuals as well.
Yeah, I think my sister and her husband do that. I agree. I don't think separate homes, but I am adamant. I've been alone for so long that I want my own bedroom. If I ever get married, I 2 separate bedrooms. I mean, bigger beds, so we could snuggle and stuff. But yeah, I want my girly bedroom for me.
Right.
So why even get married?
Well, if we don't share a bedroom, we do, but we also have our own space.
What if it's like a bunk bed?
A bunk bed is fine if I can decorate the room girly and how I want to.
You take the top bunk and I take the bottom, because I'm telling you right now, me rolling over, if I roll off and hit the floor from that distance,
I'm not marrying you.
I'm not getting back up. I'm not getting back up at all.
Okay, well then take the top bunk then.
I ain't taking. No, idiot! I said the bottom.
Well, you're
have another drink.
He is vicious today.
I know. Why are you being so mean? Don't take out your frustration on your internet on me.
Listen,
not nice.
you guys are being mean to me. What about me? What about Devon?
What about you?
Okay, Raven.
I'm about to say I'm taking a page out of Raven's book. I never thought I'd hear myself say that.
Oh man.
No,
what
you have
about
no
me?
idea.
What about Devon? Yeah.
You have no idea about Raven. Trust me, Lindsay. You have no clue.
I don't have it.
That man can play mind games and make you think that it's bad. And he's a very smart individual. I love.
No, I feel like I've dated that person. Then it's fine.
Trust
I can
me,
handle Raven.
If you dated somebody like Raven, you would have to be committed right now. I can tell you that much.
Okay. Well, maybe I haven't then. It's fine.
Yeah.
All right. So number 3, and this is going to be an interesting one to get your opinion, both of your opinion on it. Family should not be too involved in the marriage.
I agree, but it depends on who you're talking about. Are we talking about the in-laws? Are we talking about your kids? What are we talking about?
I think they're talking about the in-laws and any
Absolutely not.
family member that came before the marriage.
Absolutely not. Mind your business. As far as I'm concerned, when you got a man and a woman together, whatever complications you might have, whatever decisions that need to be made between you and that individual that you lay with and that you married with. Having anybody else is going to cause problems, because they can't be with you. They don't know what's going on in your relationship, but yet they can say things that's totally irrelevant to the situation that's going on in your home. In my opinion, mind your damn business. Go worry about your own family and stop worrying about other people's family.
Would you like to add?
Very.
Keep going, Devon. Keep going. We won't stop you.
I don't give a damn if it is your mother, if it's your daughter or your son. Mind your business. They left home. They went on to start their own family. Leave them alone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes the in-laws are a reason behind marriage troubles, I feel like. So it's fine. Hey, I feel like I agree with you for sure.
Yeah, when I was married, we could not go on vacation without her parents coming along.
Yeah, no, that's not healthy. Not at all.
It's okay to do occasional vacations with family. I get that. Or meet them somewhere. That's fine. But everyone?
Yeah. And even with having a child, my in-laws were telling me how to raise my child. And it was just that caused a lot of frustration. Leave them out of it.
Yeah.
I agree.
Well, I remember my first marriage. That pretty much almost destroyed me because, young and having kids, and we had twins at the time. So when the mother tried to come over and try to tell me what to do and how to raise my kids, I'm like, no, I kind of went off. And, as far as I'm concerned, that's not even appropriate. Mind your business. Simple as that. You raised your kid. Your kid's gone. Stop.
Yeah.
You want to hear something I did? My family, my mom and my grandmother and sisters went on my honeymoon with me.
That must have been
My kids are
night.
laughing at you in the background.
A little bit. Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. Don't do what I did, ever. Don't do that. It was not a good idea.
No.
No. Yeah, my cat agrees too. I know. It's dummy.
Okay, this is a good follow-up question. Why did they join you?
Because it seemed like a good idea at the time, and maybe one of them paid for it.
I was saying, were you hoping that they paid for everything so you didn't have to? Okay.
We got in a really nice place in Mexico because it was not paid for by us.
Gotcha. All
Yeah.
right. It still sucks, but I understand the mentality a little
It
bit.
was a very fun, very nice, beautiful, but awkward.
Yeah.
And not a honeymoon. What a honeymoon should be.
So, okay, question here as Devon remains in shock right
He
now.
is 100. I know.
So, with that, were you and the relatives in a row when it came to rooms?
It was a house in Mexico where there was a main level, and then you go down a few floors, and it was another like house-like setting. So
Okay.
it was very separate, but still too close for comfort. Family meals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay. Hey. Good. You missed all that.
Okay,
Yeah,
now I got to go back. I got to go back to the other question. Lindsay, why did you bring your parents on your honeymoon?
Oh, listen. We just answered that because it was paid for by one of them.
Okay, I get that, but that don't mean they still got the right to go on your honeymoon.
Oh, I know. It was just something that I thought was a good idea. Which is
thought?
probably
You
why my
did?
marriage ended. No, yeah, I did. Husband did. Family. They're close, but shouldn't be
Your
that
husband-
close, ever.
See-
Never bring family on a honeymoon. Who does that? Me. And look
Yeah,
where I am
wait.
now.
Talking to us.
Wait a minute.
I'm
Your
like,
Wait a minute.
Your husband okayed your parents going on your.
yeah, I know. It's that crazy. He has to leave.
Yeah.
See.
That's what I wanted to ask right there. But I was trying to think of a
It was a
clever
very
way of saying
yes,
it.
I understand. It was a very separate area where
Dante
that could
saved me
happen.
on that one. Yes.
Thanks, Dante. Yeah, and I would have answered. There was a very separate area where that happened, but it was also awkward the next morning when we all decided to have breakfast together.
Okay.
Yeah, and also his friends met us there, so it was a bunch of his friends and my family on our honeymoon.
In your
No
bedroom?
private-
His friends
That's a
met you
recipe
in
for-
your bedroom?
Yes.
Ooh, that sounds like a
Oh,
wrestling
it was-
locker room.
I don't know. I've never been on a honeymoon, so I thought that's maybe the way it happened.
Lindsay,
Yeah.
can I ask you?
Yeah.
Wait. Okay, so your husband's friends were
Mhm.
in your bedroom during the time of the honeymoon.
Yeah, they watched. Is that not normal?
Okay. So the next, my next question is, can we see this on YouPorn?
Oh.
Did you guys film
No,
it on
see, this was a
YouPorn?
long time ago before any of that was. No, I don't even know what that is.
Yeah,
Is
but
that
if
a
you still
thing?
got videos,
No.
if you still got videos, yes, you know exactly what it is.
But it's
It's
probably
still-
lower quality
No, videos
video.
happened.
He's
Look,
not
like
happy with
his
you right
video
now.
with lower quality, like Devon's
It'd be
video.
like
it
streaming
wouldn't
at
have been.
480p rather than even 720 or 10. I mean, like,
It's back
it's-
when, like, I
it just
don't
wouldn't be
know.
good. Yeah.
You
See,
record
and
things
he's-
on little discs. It wasn't.
Yeah, he's so upset that he can't watch you on YouPorn that he just went again.
I'm sorry I had to disappoint him like that.
The number 4 item out of 5, by
Oh,
the
yeah,
way.
that's right.
Moving on would be soulmates don't exist, so
Yes.
stop trying.
Yes. Will you forward me this list?
I can. Dante, still on the last topic, that wants to know were cell phone cameras a thing back then.
Very low quality ones on the little flip phone. I don't
So
know.
the answer is yes.
Listen, Dante and Devon.
All right, we're towing lines now, people. We're towing lines. Got to watch out there.
I know it was a mistake. I understand. Stop stop beating me up about it. I'm just
No, I don't know if we're beating you up. I
trying
think
to tell you what not to do.
there's just a lot of questions about that story.
Sure, but just learn from my mistakes, guys. That's why I'm here.
Just a lot of questions. Devon, go ahead, buddy.
Want to know.
Yeah.
No. Can't answer that.
Yeah. I'm just kicking him out at this point.
Yeah, do it.
I'm not even gonna try.
Okay, that's the end of the list. Though.
He's gonna. No, we got one more. He's gonna
Okay.
try to reconnect. I'm not even gonna let him in the room.
It's fine.
The last one is no one should propose out of the blue. That you should discuss this ahead of time. Make sure everybody's on the same page.
Yeah, I agree. Everybody should be on the same page.
Because I wasn't expecting this. Like, it's one thing you got a future together,
Because you'll say yes, not
and then
really
you pop
knowing
the question, but you
that's
don't
what
know
you want.
when they're going to pop the question. I think that's one thing. But if
Right.
you're in a relationship, and all of a sudden, you marry me, like with no discussion prior,
Yeah.
not a good move.
No, I don't think that's a good move because somebody's gonna just for being put on the spot, they don't want to hurt feelings.
Do you
They'll be
think
like,
that
"Yes."
explains Devon's
I
first two
think
marriages?
So yeah,
I
I
see
think
him
that's
being-
one of the reasons it happened. They happen, yeah.
All right. So last question here: as a single mama, would you bring your child on a trip?
Bring my child on a trip?
Yeah.
I have brought her on trips.
I say trips make sense. Maybe what if you get remarried and you have another honeymoon?
No.
She's got to stay home, right?
Yeah, she's got to stay home.
There you
That's
go.
not family time for her. That's new family time for me.
I gotta give you another. I gotta give you a sibling there, kid.
That's right. Come
Yeah.
on.
Well, thank you to everybody who put up with all of the many tech fun
That was a
that we
lot.
had today. Of course, thank you to Natty and Tamina for both stopping by. And,
Absolutely.
No, I'm not going to thank Devon for showing up today. I mean,
Bless his heart is all I can say.
he didn't really do anything.
Yeah, I don't really